Welcome to week 9. We're going to set up your YouTube channel in a way that is going to be optimized to help you sell online courses. Now, this is the top way that online instructors use today to drive traffic to their online courses. And I provide you with 5 steps. The first one, you're going to create a YouTube channel. If you don't have one already, there's a link to a tutorial that explains you how to do that. Very simple. You can do that in 5 minutes. The next thing is longer. It's going to be watching this tutorial and using this checklist. There's a link to it that you can follow along to do all the steps. The whole thing should take you about 4 to 5 hours to do, depending specifically on how long you spend creating your trailer video. For this week, just keep it simple, under 60 seconds, and we'll go over the steps of how to create a very effective YouTube channel trailer video that will help you drive traffic to your online courses. All right. Then I provided links to 3 really good YouTube channel samples from online instructors. Some are selling on Udemy, some on their own websites, but they are using YouTube now for several years to drive a lot of sales to their courses. And finally, when you're done watching this and doing your assignment, make sure you submit a link to your YouTube channel optimized using these steps before this Friday, September 29th, 2017, and using the link that will be provided via email. All right, so let's get started with the checklist. So the first thing we're going to do is create your channel banner image, and you can use canva.com, which is free, or your preferred image editor, Illustrator or Photoshop, to create your channel banner image. If you use Canva, just open an account with Facebook or your email and select custom dimensions, and then you can enter the dimensions that are recommended by YouTube, which is 2560 by 1440. And there's also a link here that if you click on it, it will take you to instructions on how to create or edit your channel art on your YouTube channel. Now we're going to keep it simple, and I'm going to show you now a couple of examples of how this exactly looks like. So if we go here to Diego Davila's YouTube channel, you can see here the banner image looks like this, and it's very simple. It's just a link to his Udemy courses. What is he doing right now? This is a very generic tagline. I would recommend to do something more specific. What are you teaching about? In his case, actually, his courses are mostly on social media. So it would have been smarter for him to say, I'm a social media expert or something like that. And so that's what we're going to create, this image. Now we have somebody that has been doing this for longer than Diego and has over 100,000 subscribers, John Somes, who sells online courses on his own website. And you can see here his channel art is a lot more involved. You could hire somebody at Fiverr.com to design this, but to get started you can do something as simple as Diego Davila, or something as simple as Jerry Banfield, who was a former Udemy instructor, and now he has over 200,000 subscribers. He's been posting very regularly. But this is the simplest channel art I ever seen. It's actually not that good. It's just saying thank you, which is, that is good, but there's no real incentive for people to understand what this channel is about from this. And the whole idea of the channel art is to give in one shot. This is kind of like the cover of a magazine or the cover of a book or the cover of a DVD when people bought DVDs, is to understand in one shot what is this channel about and what is the benefit of it. So a great example of that would be maybe Noah Kagan's YouTube channel, where he tells you exactly one line, what is this channel about? Business lessons from an 8-figure founder. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to learn how to grow to 8 figures, he can tell you, because he owns sumo.com and AppSumo, and he's done very well. And this channel is about tips. And so now let's go through the list. So let's say you've created already your image. The next thing is that you make sure that it has the right size. You're going to have a one-sentence explanation of what your channel is about, like in the case of Noah Kagan. You're going to include the URL where you want to send people to, which is in this case going to be your freebie. We'll be creating your freebie next week. Your freebie is just something you're going to give to people in exchange of their email address, because the whole point of YouTube for you as an online instructor is to grow your email list. So very important that any chance that you have, you're pointing people towards that freebie. So you're going to include that URL. We can see here that in the case of Noah Kagan, he doesn't have that because he's not selling online courses. In the case of Diego, he does have the link. This is not a link to a freebie in his case. He has a different strategy, which he sends people to a page where he's got a lot of coupons to his Udemy courses. I think a better strategy would be for him in the future to send people to a freebie where he can collect email addresses. Now that's something that Felicia Richie, for example, is doing. If we go to her About page, we can see that here there's a link to her freebie course. There's nothing pointing to a freebie course here, but you can decide where you want to point them. My ideal place is the place where you want people to give you their email address, and that could be inside your banner image. Right now, after this, we're going to go into the importance of making sure that you create a custom link here on this section that is provided by YouTube on top of your channel art. So you also want to include, if possible, social proof, awards, titles, brand names that you've been associated with, any brag numbers. We can see Noah Kagan doing this right here. He's associated with Facebook. He was one of the early employees for Facebook Mint, and of course the founder of AppSumo and Sumo. That gives him some credibility. Jerry Banfield, what he's got here is the vanity number of having over 180,000 subscribers. That works perfectly. In my case, on my website, sorry, on my YouTube channel, I have some of the logos of the companies that I work for. I'm not very happy with this. I could think I do a better job, but this is a different purpose channel. This channel is not to sell online courses per se. It acts as a portfolio for the work at Grumo Media. And something that I'm gonna do, because I actually talked to some YouTube experts today, is that if I wanna change topic, I should open a new channel. And a mistake that I've been doing is that I've been creating a lot of tutorials not related to marketing video production, but to online courses within the same channel. But anyways, this gives me credibility. Some of the people that I work, it's a nice clean banner. So that's what we're gonna worry about. In your case, I think the best example and the easiest for you to do within this week is going to be something like this, just something with a big URL and then a one-liner, your tagline. You know, maybe amazing marketing courses or amazing whatever type of courses that you do, right? Golfing lessons, you name it. So there you go. Now that you have done that, important to add those links that we were talking about. For sure, you want to have a link pointing to your freebie, and make sure it's a text link. When I say this, you can see here there's actually 5 links on Diego Davila's channel page. The first one has a little icon, but then you have text that you can read, and it says, "You will love my Udemy courses," and then 3 social media icons, right? Now, this is not the best call to action. We have here something, subscribe for more is very generic. Felicia has something, free belting course. This is probably the best and smartest way of having a link here, because it gives an opportunity to get something for free, and people are it's gonna drive curiosity, right? So, and he's got a couple of asterisks here enhancing that text, and people want to click on it. As soon as you click on it, it's going to take you, of course, to her freebie, where if you want to take it, you get 3 easy lessons, and you have to enter your email address. Now, to get those 3 lessons, you enter your email address. You're part of her automated sales funnel, and she can keep selling you courses down the line. So I think Felicia Richie is probably the most successful case that you should follow, and also the most, you can see she's got almost 500,000 subscribers. So definitely she's doing something right. And then you're going to add 2 or 3 links to, you know, like your social media, Patreon, if you're collecting money via Patreon in the future. I mean, that's nothing, probably not something you're going to be doing right now. But how do you do that? Because I had a little trouble trying to figure out how to add those links. Well, you have to go here, and depending on the layout, YouTube has been changing the layout lately, so it's all over the place. But if you go to your home, so your channel page, you click on Edit Layout, then you'll be able to, let's see if it loads, you'll be able to see the old layout, and then if you hover over your banner image, you click on it, and you can either edit your channel art or edit links. So you're gonna click on edit links, and when you do that, you should be able to edit your links, right? And for some reason, it's not letting me edit my links right now, but that's probably just a temporary glitch, because that is exactly the way you're supposed to do it. So I'm gonna try again for the second time. And there you go. Now it's allowing me to change the links. Okay, so if it doesn't work the first time, it's because YouTube, although it's a multi-billion-dollar company, cannot figure out how to get their interface in order. So now what you're gonna do here is exactly this. You're gonna add anywhere from 2 to 3 links. Very important is that you add a link. The most important link is gonna be the first one, and that's going to be where you're going to have your call to action, right? Pointing to your freebie. In my case, this is my, like I say, my personal studio website, so it's not a freebie, it's just the landing page. But that first link is going to be your freebie, and after that you can put anything you want, right? By default, the text is going to only show up on the first link, so you don't have to worry. You can put here subscribe or whatever you want, but the text is going to show only on the first link, on this one. The other ones are just going to be the icons, okay? So once you've done that, you're going to write your channel description, okay? That's going to be a 100 to 200 word description for your about page, okay? And this is a good example here, for example, from Diego Davilas. If I go to the about page, right here, you can see the about page. And the about page description is going to have just 3 main sections. It's going to be 1 sentence explaining what is your channel about and what will your subscribers will get out of watching your videos, right? And that's the most important sentence of all. It has to be benefit driven. It should answer the question of why should I subscribe to your channel? What am I getting out of it? Okay. The second sentence is going to be introducing yourself and your accomplishment, giving yourself some authority. And finally, if you want, you can add some links pointing to other places where they can find more about you and your work. Okay. Now, Diego doesn't have links. And I would say this is optional because links that are included within the about description are not clickable. So people cannot click on them and drive you to anywhere. Now you can see somebody like Noah Kagan has links, but you cannot click on them. But at least you know he's got a blog and a podcast and AppSumo and Sumo, right? So that is optional, all right? Moving along. Channel avatar image. Very important. The default image is nothing. So what you want to make sure is that you have upload a headshot where people can clearly see your face. Here you have Mr. Kagan with a funny face. You have here John Somens with his face clearly shown. We have Diego Davila, his face can be clearly shown. We have Felicia Ricci, her face. We have Jerry Banfield, his face. Very important. People, you're creating a brand around your products, so it's very important that your face is associated with your brand, unless you are selling stuff as a company, which is a different stuff, another approach. And in my case, for my animation studio, the face of the studio, well, is the logo, right? But this is a company channel. It's a different story than selling courses as an individual course creator. If you're an individual course creator, then what you want to make sure is that you have your face on the avatar. And to change the avatar is very simple. Just hover over the avatar, click on it, and then you'll be prompted with a series of steps to go and upload your headshot. Okay? Now the next thing is we're gonna create your YouTube channel trailer video. So up to now, you're pretty much done in terms of setting up, which is the foundation of the channel. But a channel without a trailer is like, well, like a movie without a trailer. It helps sell. It gives people an opportunity to hear from your own words in video what is your channel about. So if we go to all these channels to the home page, you'll see that they have really nice trailers, and the trailers are anywhere from between the autoplay, by the way. So for people that are not subscribed, they'll see the channel trailer by default, and usually they're between 1 and 2 minutes long, and you're gonna make sure that you create a simple trailer. The same way that you've created some of the online lessons, don't make it complex. It could be just your face talking for a little bit, literally only 60 seconds, where you're gonna do the following things. You're gonna write the script first if you want to, or create at least some bullet points you wanna go about, and then you're gonna talk about your audience, make the first connection with your audience, talking about them, not you, and start with a question. These are guidelines, but definitely the first thing you wanna do is introduce your channel and what is the benefit out of it. So it's a little bit what you did with your about description, but in this case it's going to be in the form of video, which obviously YouTube being a video market hosting place, it's ideal, the ideal medium to do this. Then after you give that little intro, you describe what the value of your channel is, explain how your value can help your viewer. Focus always on the watcher. It's not so much about you at the beginning. People don't really give a crap about you because they don't know you. They want to know what they're going to get about the channel. So that's your main focus. But then once you tell them what they get about the channel, they want to know, hey, are you the right person to provide the value that you promised? And that's when you introduce yourself and share some credibility. And finally, this very important 2 steps is you're going to invite people to check out your freebie offer. If you have it made, if you haven't done it yet, then obviously you're going to skip this step. But literally after you created your freebie offer next week, you want to make sure that you re-upload the video channel trailer and add this section where you point them to the freebie offer. And finally, you're going to push people to subscribe. So there's 2 calls to action. One is that you want to make sure you drive people to your courses, and the other one is that you subscribe. If you're not going to do one of them, you, as an online course creator, you can skip the last one, subscribe, because the most important one is to drive people to your site, right? I see people doing both. I think it's a good strategy. And you can see the examples on the links that I provided you for these channels, which are here for Diego, John, and Felicia. Felicia, I would think, also is one of the best channel trailers. She starts. She has a little bit of humor, so you connect right away at an emotional level with her. Then you can see here on the just before the end, she's got a link to her course, and this is a clickable link that unfortunately you cannot do this anymore on YouTube, but you can have a URL written on it, and you could have a card, one of these cards here, pointing to your freebie, which she has right now. Right, and finally at the very end she has a call to action to subscribe. So you can see she's done those 2 things that are crucial to drive people to your courses and to gain more subscribers, right? Then you're going to upload the video to your channel. You're going to make sure that you upload a custom thumbnail that looks good. Something I forgot here, but I'm going to add is that like she did, add a card to your channel, and the way you do that is very simple. You go to your video manager and some here, let me see here, Creator Studio, and then you can add easily a card to any video. So this is a video we uploaded from a client recently, and all you have to do once you click on the video is edit the video. Hold on, let me see, what is this? They change the interfaces continuously. So right now I cannot edit the video from here, but I can go to Creator Studio and I can edit the video by clicking the edit button, and I can go now and add cards. There you go. So that's where you add your cards. You click create add a card, and then you're going to link. Now, very important, in order for you to link to a website outside of Udemy, outside of YouTube, you have to approve your website, and that takes a few steps. But you're not going to worry about that right now. I think this is a great suggestion. If you want to approve your website with your YouTube channel, there is a few settings where you can do that. I'm going to go to it right now. Let me see. That will be under my channel. So Creator Studio channel. And if we go here to advanced, you can see here the associated website. So in order to be able to put a clickable link on a card that points away from YouTube, you need to associate your website. So this is the website, the domain where your freebie will be hosted, your personal website on WordPress, probably. And you have to learn here how to verify that associated website. So you click on here, this will take you to link your website from your videos. Okay, I'm gonna put this link as well because this is crucial to learn to do, because it's gonna allow you to add those little cards that can drive people to your freebie. And finally, this is very important too, write your trailer video description. Okay, you're going to start with a keyword-rich description of what your channel is about. Diego Davila does that very well. If we go to his homepage, that's where the trailer plays by default. Another thing to know is that as soon as people subscribe, they'll stop watching your trailer because they're already subscribed. They were already sold on your channel, so they don't need to see the channel, the trailer. They'll see your latest video typically. So you won't see the trailer once you subscribe. But if you're not subscribed, you'll see the trailer. You can see here, in this case, he is not selling a freebie. He's monetizing an affiliate link to HostGator. But this could be perfectly be a freebie, which Felicia Richie does, as you can see here. The first thing she has is a clickable link to her belting crash course, where she teaches you how to sing, you know. And that is very important that you add http:// so it's clickable, otherwise people won't be able to click on it. Then you're going to describe the benefit of your freebie offer. So it's going to be a free course, video, audio downloads, key vocal techniques that make belting simple and achievable. So very much result and benefit oriented description, very short and to the point. And again, another link to it, right? Another call to action to the freebie. This is very important. As you can see, she's got call to actions everywhere. Let's just count them, right? A call to action here, 1. Then she has a call to action on the trailer, 2. Then she's got 2 call to actions links on her description, 3 and 4. And in her about page, maybe she mentions the freebie as well. There she does. I teach a free online tutorial called Belting Crash Course. She didn't put the link because she's smart enough that the link wouldn't be able to clickable, but she still mentions that she has a free, in capital letters, online tutorial called Belting Crash Course. This is her freebie offer where she's driving people through her channel. Okay, so these are all the steps, and the next thing is to get started and making it happen. This is going to be great. It takes a little bit of work, but it's going to set up the foundation for a great YouTube channel optimized to sell online courses. Let's do it.